we broke up, and then it wasn't long after I met Alex Williamson, and we're just sort of like friends at first, and he wanted someone to act in his videos. So he reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, like I want to do content creation, like more so TikToks and stuff, and grow my following. So it just seemed like a really good opportunity. So we just started doing that at first, and then we started doing like more coupley things, and then eventually we just became a couple. So yeah, we were together for 2 years.
It's actually kind of a pretty wholesome way to describe it. What coupley things would you do?
Well, like we'd just act in more coupley skits together. So we'd do stuff like that, and then if he didn't have a lot of friends in Adelaide, so if he wanted to go to like a winery, we'd go do that together. Then we started doing Twitch streaming, so we'd do Twitch streaming together because his audience quite liked boobs. So we ended up
that's how we make money as well, so
yeah.
Tits pay.
Exactly. So we ended up doing that for a while, and then we just got closer and closer, and then I think it was when COVID came to Adelaide, and we thought we had it, so we quarantined together over Christmas, and then after that we were pretty much like together after that, so start of 2022 I think.
Right. When did you first sleep together?
Oh, that was very early days.
Before we even shook hands. That's
hello.
Yeah, that's what we call the Adelaide handshake.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one, be real.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the old Adelaide handshake?
Yeah.
Okay, so that went down before you were a couple anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of how things go these days,
yeah,
right?
well, yeah.
So, okay, and at what point did you decide I'm going to do the spicy content?
He actually suggested it, like, very early on. He was saying, because at the time I was a mum and I was working 2 jobs, and, you know, like, I was exhausted. And he's like, why don't you just do OnlyFans? And I was like, oh, I don't know, because everyone will hate me, like my family and stuff. And he's like, well, you know, I don't know. I think it's good money. It would be a lot easier than what you're doing now. You'll have a lot more time with your daughter. And I was like, started thinking about it. And then I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'm going to regret it if I don't. And I did. And then I think it started off slow, but then yeah, it just shot off. Like, I ended up getting an accountant, and I remember calling this accountant I've never met before, and I don't know why. I thought I was like the richest girl ever, and I was like, hi, I'm Alex Paige Moore, and I'm just letting you know I made $10,000 this week. Can you and I'm like, it might not be every week.
You're like, I don't know if you quite know who I am, but I'm kind of a big deal in this town.
And he was like, okay. I'm like, now I know that he like handles $1 million people, like they make $1 million each week.
That is the best story I've ever heard.
It was so embarrassing. Well, it's embarrassing now looking back at it. I'm like, yeah, okay. So yeah, anyway, that's how that started.